Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for being here. So I hope you guys have been following these WireMock lectures. So please do focus because WireMock is such a tool that which is playing a vital role in terms of testing the APIs or testing the microservices. And when we are working with test-driven development where the development is not completed yet, so we are expected to create some kind of stubs or mocks. So that is possible only with these kind of tools. So WireMock is really doing good. So having this knowledge is very essential as far as you are an automation tester or you are having a lot of enthusiasm towards learning new things, because that always uh, adds a lot of value as far as you in the testing domain is concerned. So in our previous videos, we have seen a lot of operations that you can do possibly with the WireMock tool. So we understood how to start a server and then how to create a stub and how to retrieve a stub and how to retrieve the number of mappings present. We also understood how the WireMock folder structure presents, and we have also deleted a stub and then uh, we updated the same as well. So in this lecture, so I have interesting thing for you which is about proxying. So you might have heard proxy every now and then. So in your corporate infrastructure, in networking infrastructure, so proxy server is very mandatory. So because proxy is an intermediate server, so that basically exists between the end user and the website that you are trying to browse or the application that you are trying to access. So basically proxy intercepts your call and it masks and it imitates it as a end user, and it just sends the request to the destination. So proxy helps us to provide some security and privacy. Also it does use for authentication accounting purpose. I'm not sorry, it is accounting, like how many times particular it keeps track of your history, so what has been browsed and what applications have been tried to access, and all that information would be stored. So based on that, there will be some firewall rules around, say for example, if a particular domain should not be reached from your corporate network, so you are blocked, and if at all there has to be some email phishing awareness emails to be sent. So that is again that is how the system is designed. So if you ask me a question like why this particular proxy is required when you are testing a WireMock, so we are creating a stub. Like what is the need of routing a call? I mean, as far as my API testing is concerned, I'll just hit an endpoint and I'll try to receive the response. But why should I route my call to another API? So if you see the latest architecture or latest application design model, so where industry practice is now towards microservice model. So they have been started migrating from monolith model to microservices model, where each smaller component will talk to another component to get the information. So that way you are actually balancing your load on the application, and you are making the application loosely coupled one, so that you're not the application is not entirely down, and it is very easy to triage the failures, and it is very easy to bring the application back up and running. So if at all I wanted to test a scenario where the microservice actually routes call to another microservices, then proxying is really required. So let us see like how I can create a stub that helps me do this proxying operation. Yeah. So without a delay, let's get into the documentation part of it. So this is the official documentation of WireMock. So if you come down, so you can see something called proxying. So the moment when you click there, you will be routed to all the documentation part. So proxying, how to create a stub that allows you to do proxying. So you can again do with your programmatically, and you can also create a stub using standalone server. So all you need is that this is the sample stub. If you wanted to route a call, so all you need is that in response block, please add this particular proxy based URL field. So whatever the URL that you mention here, so when you hit your WireMock local host, the request would be automatically routed to this particular host. Okay, so this is the very simple stuff. So let us get into the hands-on part. So in this particular WireMock practice collection, so we have had all the operations that we have performed in our previous lecture. So in order not to confuse, so let me create a folder in that directory. I would place these proxy related test cases. So I would name this as proxy, and I'll create a folder. So in this folder, let me add a request. So the name of this request is create a stub for proxy. So this is the name of the request that I have given, and let me create another stub as well. This is to verify the proxying is working. So I would say verify proxy. Yeah, so I have saved. So I have two requests now. One is to create a stub that does proxying for me, and another is to verify whether the proxying really works or not. So let me give you a stage of it. So my requirement is that, so when I hit my localhost WireMock server with any particular endpoint, so I wanted myself to be routed to google.com. Okay, let us see how that works. So you know that in order to create a stub, we need to perform a post call to an endpoint, which is http :/localhost 8081, because that is where I'm running my WireMock __admin / mappings. Yeah, so this is an endpoint that you should invoke, and the HTTP method would be post, and since it is a post call, I should have a body and it is of JSON type. Let me quickly create a contract. So initially I will have a request block, and then I will have a response block as well. So in the request, I have I'll have a couple of fields. So the method is going to be get, and I would say the URL. So URL pattern, because I don't want to consider any particular endpoint, so I wanted to use a regular expression. So anything that matches, so whatever the endpoint that comes in the as a path parameter, please do route. That's my agenda. And I wanted to say the status is somewhere around 302 for routing operation. 300 series is for routing, and we have seen that the element that you need to add is proxy base URL. So this particular URL I'll mention as http :/google.com. Yeah, so I'm done with creating a contract. So let us create a stub for it by invoking this one. So I think you guys have a good understanding about this particular contract. So when I do a get call to any endpoint, any context URL, so when I say .star, which means I'm not specifically looking for a particular matching URL. So anything that comes after the host name is fine for me. So when there is a call, please do route it to google.com. So in the verifying proxy, let me just hit the google.com to see what happens. Like when I just hit http :/google.com from my postman, I think I have to remove dots and add slashes. So when I just click send, you will see 200 OK status, and if you would have seen some HTML code is being displayed here. So if I go to preview, you predominantly see the Google page. So this is how you can do, but all you need is to have an internet connection like me. And now the similar kind of output I wanted to see when I hit my localhost. I'll not reach my google.com, I'll hit my localhost and WireMock will route me to the google.com. Let us see how that happens. So let me hit send and create this stub. I think there is some error with it, so let me check what is the error. I think the response spelling is wrong, so that is the reason it has thrown me an error. Let me hit send again. So this time the stub got created. If you see, there is a ID got created. It's a unique ID, and it has mentioned all the fields what we have specified. So now what I would do, instead of calling this google.com, let me just call localhost : 8081 is the port number, and for example I would just mention services. Yeah, so I wanted to reach this particular endpoint, because the services you can give whatever you want, because services is, it is of my choice, because in my stub it is not actually trying looking for a specific value. So as far as there is a value, it accepts, because we have specified the meta characters. Let me hit the send, and you have noted that let me go to the Pretty. You would see that google.com services page HTML code is being displayed. So when you go to preview, just please give it a few seconds, it will load, and then you should see the google.com services page. I think it will take a few seconds to load. Yeah, see, so you have displayed the google.com, but if you see the URL that I've hit was a local host, but ultimately I have been routed to google.com services page. So the endpoint is really important. So google.com has an endpoint which is services. If at all I have mentioned some other endpoint ser and click send, you would see 404 error, because the routing has happened. However, http://google.com/ser is not a valid endpoint. That is the reason you are seeing 404. So since services is one such an endpoint which presents in the Google system, it is giving me a page. So where the services page is properly displayed, the proper HTML code is displayed, and when I go to preview after loading for a few seconds, it was able to display the actual page. So this is how you route your call through WireMock. So as I have mentioned before, this particular test scenarios are tested when you have a microservices model of application. So one microservice as a consumer requests another microservices, and as a producer it will give the information back. And there are cases where one microservice is directly or indirectly depending on the other microservices in order to fetch the information. So in order to test all those edge cases and all those scenarios, you pretty much rely on the proxying technique. So I hope this is entirely a new knowledge, and this is really, I mean, one of the beautiful technique that we have had, and these kind of testing techniques are not known to the many of us, and adding knowing this value will add a lot of advantages. So please stay focused on this learning. So if you have not understood, if you need some more scenarios, please reach out to me. I have mentioned all my contacts in the description box. Also, you can very well go through the WireMock documentation and understand. So I hope you guys have liked this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. So I have learning path that is sketched, and in future I'll be having many more videos with interesting topics. And also I have a plan of covering another things as well, so I'll just release the roadmap. So please do subscribe to this channel, so that whenever I push a video, you guys know that there is a new learning and you can learn. So please hit like if you have really learned something and this video is useful and informative for you. Thank you so much for listening me throughout, guys. So you have a great rest of today.